you see how that works? You see how it diffuses her and what's up everybody, Anthony with grand.daddy.herps back again with another video. Yes. And in today's video, this is going to be for all the new people. I've been selling a lot of snakes here locally to first-time snake owners. They've never had a ball python before, and I get asked all the time about, you know, the snake's demeanor, about their handling, and what's the best way to, you know, to pick them up. In this video, I'm going to show you that to hopefully bring you some insight on how easy it can be to actually handle your ball python. I know it can be scary sometimes. Even in some instances, you've been struck out and or struck at, and the snake has missed, and you know then it freaks you out, and or maybe even struck at and the snake actually got you on the finger or whatever, and it's freaked you out and discouraged you from actually handling your ball python. Well, again, in today's video, I'm going to show you how to handle and avoid all of that. That way we can minimize the amount of times that you get bit. So without further ado, let's get right into this video. Okay guys, so as you can see here, I have a ball python that is just really upset. So I want to start off with a really aggressive one. That way you can see that it's actually pretty easy to pick one of these up even when they're in this mode. She's got a really strong feeding response. You're gonna probably see her strike probably more than once. So things to look for to avoid getting bit. You see how her head is cocked in an S position, and she's following my movements with her head. So you can see she's really on high alert, really on edge. It's pretty rare to get a ball python that's always like this. More often than not, you're gonna get a pretty docile ball python. Now, what I highly recommend you invest in is one of these, let me see if I can get down closer. One of these little snake hooks. They're retractable. They can open up, you know, all the way. But this will allow you to control your ball python without getting bit. If you don't have one of these, you can always use something like feeding tongs. Like I got a pair of these here. They look like scissors, but they're actually feeding tongs. Use a paper towel roll, a golf club, whatever. There's many different things you can do. But biggest thing you want to watch out for is if their head is cocked in that S position and you can see heavy breathing, that means they're looking to bite. More often than not, it's going to be a food response, but in her case, she's already been fed. She's just agitated. She doesn't want to be touched. She wants to be left alone. You never want to reach in directly face first to pick up your snake, because you will get tagged. You always want to reach around where they can't see you. The old school method is I would distract with one hand, reach around the back, and pick them up. But you see how that works? You see how it diffuses her and gets her kind of out of that fight or flight mode? Normally when you pick them up, they're gonna ball up and they're gonna snap out of it. And then just be patient with them. You know, don't touch their head. They hate their heads being touched. They hate the tip of their tail being touched. Watch, if I like pinch it, she doesn't like that. So just be calm, be patient, no sudden movements. But normally, you know, most of the time when you get them picked up, they're gonna calm down. Sometimes you'll hear some hissing, you know, so don't handle them for too long. But again, it's gonna be pretty rare that you're gonna find a ball python that has this type of attitude. More often than not, they're really calm. I could reach in most of my enclosures and grab them head on and I won't get bit. But you just gotta learn to read the body language. When they're coiled up like that, again in that S position, they don't wanna be touched. But as you can see, she's calmed down. She's not even hissing. So as long as I let her do all the handling, all the crawling, I'm not gonna get bit. She's gonna do what she wants to do, and you know, you just got to be patient. If you're forcing her to do stuff that she's not gonna want to do, then you're probably gonna get bit. But in all honesty, all of the bites I've ever had have all been my fault. It's been me just being too comfortable with my animals, me just doing regular maintenance and not really paying attention, and I get tagged for it. By the way, this girl is a blackhead Mojave 100% het for piebald, so she is a bit of a designer ball python. Something like this will probably run about $1,000 to $1,500. But as you can see, she's calmed down, she's mellowed out, she's slithering around, so she's ready to start, you know, slithering around and exploring. So let me put her back. It'll probably put her back in that fight or flight mode. So another thing you can do when they get like that, if you have a tool, like one of these, if you have a tool, you can always, I hate saying this, but you can always boop them on the head. I know a lot of you little cute reptile keepers like to use cute terminology, but you know, you just tap them on the head and that'll generally take them out of that fight or flight. So I'm trying to bother her to get her kind of on edge again. That way I can show you how to do it. So as you can see, she's on high alert again. Her neck is cocking back in that S position. She's getting ready to pretty much strike. If I get close enough, and I'm waving my hand, which you can't see off to the side, if I get close enough, she's gonna take a swing at me because she's gonna measure the distance, thinking that she can get me. Sometimes they'll strike, you know, at the movement, just because they just want to let you know, get the heck away from me. So now that she's cocked and ready to go, so again, like I said, you can either boop them on the head or you can tap them on the head, and that should calm them down and control them to where you can go ahead and pick them up. And then once you get her, or once you get your snake, then you know you're good to go. Like I said, just be calm, be patient. Don't get discouraged if you do get a snake that has this type of temperament. More often than not, with regular handling, they're gonna snap out of it. In some very rare instances, that's just the way they are. You're never gonna snap it out of them. Again, don't get discouraged. Be patient. You know, learn the animal, respect the animal, and have fun with the animal. You know. So I'm gonna get another snake. I'm gonna get a bigger one, so I can show you, you know, another example. This girl was actually a really great example to show you that even when they're really aggressive like that, you can still go in and pick them up. And like I said, once they get out and they're handled and they realize, oh man, this person's not trying to kill me, or I'm not getting fed, then they mellow out and they chill. And you can enjoy your ball python like you should. You know, and again, don't get discouraged. They're really awesome pets. They can be tamed for the most part. So let's get to the next one. Okay, so here's an example of what you should expect from a ball python. Nice and calm. I can go in face first, not get bit. I can touch them on the tail. I can essentially touch them on the face without being bothered. This is, again, most of the ball pythons, and this is why they're such a popular snake in the pet trade. But most of them, you should be able to just pick them up and grab them. Okay. I will also say that handle them, you know, after they've already had a meal in their system for a few days and they've already had time to kind of get full and not really be so much in a hunger pose or in a mode of wanting to be fed. If you routinely feed them once a week, and for instance, let's say on Monday you feed like I do, come Sunday, Monday, probably be the worst time to handle your ball python because they've already probably digested their meal and they're probably looking for their next one. So keep that in mind, you know, when it comes to handling. But over time, you're gonna learn your snake's gonna learn you, and you won't even have issues with that. And then if they are, you know, in a hunger pose, then you know what to do using your, you know, your feeding tongs or your snake hook. But you know, again, most of them are gonna learn you. They're gonna learn your mannerisms. They're gonna learn that you're not food, and vice versa. So, you know, don't be discouraged with your ball python. After this girl, I'm gonna show you a rare case of a snake that just absolutely does not want to be held. And you know, you're gonna have to, you know, be okay with, you know, potentially not having a ball python that wants to be handled. That's just one of those things that may happen. You know, again, don't get discouraged. Worst case scenario, if you have to absolutely rehome it, then you have to do that, you know. But still, you know, take care of your animal. The male I'm going to show you, he's an adult pinstripe, 100% het cryptic, and he's desert ghost. He hates to be handled. Absolutely does not like it, no matter what I can do. He just doesn't want to be held. He wants to be left alone. He wants to go in his hiding spot, or he wants to breed, or he wants to eat, and that's all he wants to do. He does not want any human interaction. And so a lot of people, you know, they don't understand that not all animals require, you know, snuggling, kisses, hugs, and love. Some animals just want to be left alone. They just want to eat, sleep, breed, and poop, you know. And you know, a lot of times people feel bad because these things can be kept in enclosures or in tubs, but they don't realize this, you know, these type of reptiles, they don't show affection. They don't have the mental capacity for that. You know, they are strictly part of the ecosystem to maintain population control when it comes to rodents and, you know, birds and whatnot. And that's pretty much their purpose on this earth. And, you know, now you get people like me that absolutely adore these animals and love working with them and love producing really cool combos and, you know, designs and artwork essentially. But look at how beautiful this girl is. I'm just staring at her through the camera, just admiring her beauty. She is a pastel banana clown female. She should be ready to breed this coming season. So without further ado, let's show you that last snake and let's wrap up this video. Okay guys, so here we have an adult pinstripe desert ghost, 100% het cryptic male. This guy has bitten me and he's gotten me pretty good a few times. He doesn't like to be held. If I pick him up, you will hear the hissing sound. You can hear that. So more often than not, it's, you know, he's just telling you leave me alone. And if you're just patient and you let him crawl and do what he wants to do, you're not gonna get bit. So you just have to be real calm, real patient, let him do the crawling, and generally they'll relax and mellow out. So again, I accidentally touched his head. They don't like that. If you see him doing a lot of really fast movements, don't freak out, just remain calm and you shouldn't get bit. Just keep that head away from you and especially away from your face. Oh, of course he wants to grab this, but you just got to be calm, slow movements. And you know, sometimes like him, he doesn't like to be held, so he might even tail whip. He might, you know, he might even poop on me. That's normal signs of stress, so you're not going to want to hold him for too long. But if you can, just try to be slow and relax with them. They should calm down. This guy, he's just one of those where he just doesn't like to be held. As you can see, he's whipping around, so I'm not gonna stress him out too much. So that's a sign of put me away and put me down. So I'm gonna put him away. All right guys, hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you are new, please hit the subscribe button. All right guys, hope you guys really enjoyed that video. If you are new, please do me a favor, give the video a thumbs up if it really helped and if you learned something new. Also hit that subscribe button. I want to do a lot more videos like this. I want to create a playlist where if you guys are new to keeping, you guys can refer to that playlist and you guys can pretty much get all the information that you would need to know to care for your ball python 100% the right way. Also, links in the description. You can find all my social media, my Facebook, my Instagram, and my morph market, all that good stuff. Also, we do live streams every Wednesday from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. and we drop a new video on the channel every Thursday at 8 a.m. So we do it as a live premiere. That way I can chat with you guys live and we can, you know, watch the video together at the same time. But that's gonna wrap it up for this video, guys. I will see you in the next one. Peace out.